Hey you guys, today I'm going to show you how I make my hearty, savory chicken noodle soup. Let's get into it. So these are all of the ingredients that you're going to need. I first off like to start off with my chicken and bring it to a boil. And once I see the white gunk on top, I drain that out, put the chicken in fresh water, and it's time to season. So first I want to put a little bit of chicken better than bouillon in there. And then I want to add some Knorr's chicken flavoring in there. And then next, I'm going to add in some complete seasoning. And you guys just follow the flick of my wrist. I promise you, this is going to be great. Then you're going to add in some black pepper to your liking. And then I'm going to add in some garlic powder. And then we'll add in some onion powder. And then we're going to go ahead and just stir that all around, and we want to bring our chicken to a boil. So once you bring your chicken to a boil and it's been cooking for about 20 to 25 minutes, I want to go ahead and just chop up the chicken while it's even still in the pot, because I want my chicken to be very flavorful in this chicken noodle soup. Okay, and by the way, this soup that you see here, the broth in this chicken, is not the broth I'm going to use for my chicken noodle soup. I'm going to create a new broth. So now we're going to work on our vegetables, and I'm just going to cut up my baby carrots into small pieces like so. And then I'm going to go ahead and slice my celery down the middle, and then I'm going to cut it into pieces. I personally don't like my vegetables to be in big chunks, so that's why I sliced my celery into two first. So then after the celery, we'll move that to the side and we'll get to working on our onion. And we're just going to go ahead and cut our onion up into diced pieces like so. So we'll put that to the side, and then next we'll work on our garlic. And with the garlic, we just want to cut it into little pieces as well, like so. And then we'll just put that to the side. All right, so then next what we want to do is work on the actual broth for the chicken noodle soup. What I'm going to do is fill up this mason jar with about 6 cups of water. You'll need a total of about 8 cups of water for this recipe. And then I'm going to go ahead and put in a spoonful of better than bouillon chicken flavoring into my water. So after I put that in there, I'm going to go ahead and whisk everything around till it's well combined into my water. After that, I'm going to put all of these things to the side. I'm going to put my vegetables in a bowl and just put them to the side. And then next, I want to go ahead and start working on my shredded chicken. So I'm going to shred this chicken up, and me personally, I am going to leave it in some chunks rather than just shredding it all up really crazy, because I don't like when chicken is like shredded all over my chicken noodle soup. I do want to try to keep it in chunks like this. So next we'll work on our vegetables in the pot, and we'll go ahead and put some oil in. Then we'll go ahead and put in our garlic. Let's get some flavor into that oil. You'll just saute that garlic for about 2 minutes, and then we'll add in our vegetable mix of carrots, celery, and onions. So we'll just stir that around, and you can kind of decide how long you want to cook this. It kind of depends on whether you like your vegetables soft in your chicken noodle soup or if you want a little crunch. However you like, that will determine how long you cook your vegetables for. Me personally, I cooked mine for about 15 minutes because I like my vegetables super soft. So we'll just stir that around and let it just saute there in the oil until it's tender to your liking. So next I'm going to go ahead and add in a little bit of white pepper into my vegetable mix. I did run out of black pepper. If you have that, you can use that. And then I'm just going to stir that pepper around my vegetables. And now what we want to do is go ahead and add in that broth mix that we created. So you're just going to go ahead and pour that right into your vegetable mix. I did initially make 6 cups, and then I did add an additional 2 cups of water to the soup. Okay, so we're going to just stir that around, and then we're going to season it up with some Knorr seasoning, some onion powder, and some garlic powder. And that is it, just some simple ingredients there. And we're going to go ahead and just stir that all around. And after you stir it all around, the next thing we want to go ahead and do is add in our chicken. So you're just going to gently add your chicken into the broth. And then you'll just mix it around a little bit, not too much mixing so it doesn't shred all over your pot. So next, what we want to do when it comes to a boil is add in some of that Italian seasoning. You guys, this Italian seasoning is what gives it that savory taste. So when you add that in there, stir it around gently, and then we're going to add in our egg noodles. Now, I did not use the whole bag for my recipe. I used about 3/4 of the bag, but feel free to use the whole bag if you love, to have a lot of noodles. So we're just going to stir that around our broth mix and just try to cover all of your egg noodles with that juice, and then cover it. And we're going to go ahead and let that simmer for about 10 minutes or so. So after about 10 minutes, I did check on it, and for me, my noodles were not as tender as I would like, so I covered it up again for about an additional 3 minutes or so. And then I went ahead and stirred around, and they were tender, but I realized, all my juice is draining out. So I did make about 2.5 more cups of broth mix with a little bit of the chicken and bouillon mixed into the water. And I just poured that in because, it is chicken noodle soup, right? We do want to have some soup. So I did add some more of that in, and I just let it come to a boil again. And look, you guys, this chicken noodle soup came out perfect. It is ready. It is hot, and it is perfect for the cold weather, or just if you're craving any chicken noodle soup. So you guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this recipe. I hope you give it a try. And if you do, don't forget to leave your comment below. And also, guys, please make sure you are subscribed to my channel, and don't forget to like and share. Thank you guys so much for your time. Until next time.